Do you enjoy feeling the cool breeze blowing gently against your face on a warm summer day? For these amazing and intrepid pilots, that's the feeling of freedom, exhilaration, and passion. They may seem like calm and even good-natured human beings in their day-to-day interactions, and they are, but today, when their feet leave the ground, these men and women will transform into warriors, daredevils, gladiators, and they're here to do nothing less than to race and compete for the top spot, the title of champions. Welcome to the yearly Great Texas Balloon Race. This amazing event is held every year at the relatively small town of Longview, Texas, and this proud tradition goes back to 1978. That year, the Great Texas Balloon Race was born from an agreement between Dr. Bill Bussey, a world record hot air balloon pilot, and Frankie, Parson, Riggins, and Mary LeTourneau, Longview Mall managers. To advertise the mall's opening, Bussey draped a Longview Mall banner on his hot air balloon and flew over the city of Longview. The event was so wildly popular that it kept returning continuously, each time bigger and better than the last. By 1990, the event had evolved from a simple flyover to a fully organized competitive balloon race, and it was moved to the East Texas Regional Airport south of Longview, where it's still held up to this day. Today, the Longview Hot Air Balloon Race is a world-class event attracting the very best competitive pilots from across the United States and the world. Considered by many of the participating pilots as the best-run event on the circuit, the Great Texas Balloon Race earned the town of Longview the official designation as the Balloon Capital of Texas by the Governor of Texas in 1985. On one weekend out of every year, competitive balloon flights are scheduled for the mornings of Friday through Sunday over Longview. Launch and landing sites change each day, as these are always determined by the wind and the weather. But although speed is important, there's more to it than just flying fast. Rather than merely having the balloon pilots race from a point A to a point B, there are usually several tasks and/or targets that must be reached for each competitive flight. Sometimes targets and tasks are in the air and not really discernible to the viewer on the ground. Other times, the objectives are easy to discern and honestly also pretty thrilling to witness, such as when the pilots have to hurl an object from the air, mid-flight, to hit a target on the ground. The specific rules of the race have been changed multiple times since its formation, from an aerial ring toss onto a pole to having to toss down a rubber ducky onto a boat in a lake. For the most recent races, which took place on June of 2021, there were targets on the ground that the balloon pilots had to try to hit with beanbag markers. It was really exciting to watch. The top three winners of the 2021 Great Texas Balloon Race were as follows: Harold Bubba Kleiber in first place, Scott Armstrong in second place, and Red Hartzell in third place, with Harold Bubba Kleiber being crowned as the Texas State Champion. Pilots Joe Seymour, Blake Aldridge, and Cameron Wall were listed as the top contenders in the Young Guns category, while Sherry Rand received the coveted Rudy Bresci Award. All in all, I had an amazing time, and I highly recommend the Great Texas Balloon Race. Looking up and seeing over 60 of these giant balloons floating gracefully all over the sky is an experience like almost no other, and it's impossible to fully do it justice with words, pictures, or even videos. You just have to experience it. You won't regret it. I know I didn't. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Explore RC if you're enjoying my content, as well as clicking on a notification bell to be notified of any future videos that I produce. I'll see you on the next one.